Hello and welcome to a new weekly Bitcoin update. First of all, nothing presented in these updates is financial advice. It's just my view of the market. Please do your own technical analysis and risk management. Now that we got that out of the way, we can go into our business. I apologize for my not so sexy voice today. I'm fighting a cold since last week, but hey, no virus can keep me off the charts. Having a quick look at Bitcoin, there's not much to update, to be honest. So why don't I show you first a few intraday trades I've taken last week. Maybe you'll find them useful and you can learn something along the way. And then we'll quickly go over the macro levels for BT. For the trade recap, I will use the Bybit chart because this is where I trade. Whoa, this is messy. Let's hide everything from here. So you have a clean chart, and then we have 3 trades, 10, 11 and 12 of February. Let's start with the one from 10, which was a short. We'll go on a lower time frame and using the replay mode button, we go on 10 at New York Open. Come on, click the button here. Now, let's see. This was the short. I posted in my channel before New York Open that for shorts, I was looking at the swing failure pattern of London high, VWAP at the time being, and the local 382 from yesterday's high to the current low. This was the setup. I had this fib here. Let's add a trend line so you can see it. Yesterday's high, today's low. It was an intraday trade, so I'm looking locally. So I got this 382 here. London high at the time being was here. It was up there. And we also had a VWAP. Let's see if it shows correctly. Yes. The purple line is VWAP here, going on a lower time frame again, so we can see it better. The only thing I didn't like about this trade was that the swing failure pattern happened before New York Open. So I entered a small position before New York Open because it was like 10 minutes before New York Open. And then after New York opened, I waited to see what the price will do. So let's hide this one for the time being. We had this 1 minute market structure break here before New York Open, then New York Open here, and if we play, she does a perfectly retest in a fib algo golden pocket. So by the time price came up here during New York Open, I added the last part of my position here, and this way I ended up with an entry around here, stop loss at the high, at the last high, because this was now the new London high. This was my invalidation. And the trade was for London low liquidity, which happened pretty fast. This is why I like New York sessions, because if you catch the first move of the session, it usually plays out really fast and you can be in and out in about an hour. And as you can see, I got a 1.3% move, 3-hour trade in just, let's see how it took. Wow, just half an hour. Nice. Now, the next one is a long from 11, which is here. Let's play the price until then. Let's go a little bit faster so we don't fall asleep. Come on, come on. There it is. Okay, that was a little bit too much. Here. The plan for this day was, I'm still looking at yesterday's channel with wave C being this one, which looks like it's missing a leg. So I want to long, and for that we have 2 zones. 1, 2, 3, 6 here and daily NPOC, and a lower one which was a golden pocket, which is not here. I don't know why. Let's add it from here to here. the move the 382, and also in the same area with 1236 we got the 0.5. 0.5 usually in crypto I don't use it much, but if it's like this with another confluence around it, I'll take it into consideration. So this was the first zone. The next one would have been the golden pocket. Let's go on a lower time frame and see what happens. New York opens and goes straight down. When price reaches our area of interest, we had 1 minute market structure break again, which was here. So this was my entry around here with stop loss at the last low, and I was looking up using another fib extension for my next target. After price started to develop a little and I could see the way it moves, I had this fib extension because we can count an A, B, C, which is 3 waves up. Then now she needs to hold this low and not go below the 886. Let's see. Like this. She holds. After she holds the 886, I got the fib extension for the last wave up. So we have A, B, C from here. And this is where I took profits. And we let the price go. This is it. This was the trade. Up here, this one took a little bit longer than usual for New York session, but it was a nice 3.8R, 2.3% move. And the last one, let's hide everything here, we don't need this, was the one from the 12th, which is also a short. This one included a little bit of Elliott Wave, a lower time frame Elliott Wave. Let's play the price action until there and go a little bit higher so we can move faster. So the plan was, the move up from yesterday looks like a start of something new, either another ABC or 5 waves. On lower time frame, we are missing a leg up. So I will look for a scalp short on a swing failure pattern of London high. Going on a lower time frame, that's better. We had this correction that respected the channel really well. I was looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves up, A, B, C down. So from here I was looking for wave C that has another 5 waves internally. And for that I had the fib extension from starting of A to the top of A to the bottom of B. In the plan, I said I wanted higher, which was also 786 here. I wanted a swing failure pattern of London high, ideally into 786 or 1-1. But she was pretty weak and she rejected from golden pocket. The reason why I accepted this one was because I was measuring the internal 5 waves here, which had the 3 wave, a 2 fib extension. If we start from 1 to 2, let's make this one Elliott wave. We have a 2 fib extension here. We had wave 4 and I was looking for wave 5 measured again from 1 but from the bottom of 4, which is a 1-1. So I had an extra confluence here for the internal wave. This is why I took the short. The take profit for this trade was an internal golden pocket for me. Why? Because we had a bullish count that will take us higher. We have a 382 up here, and I had a bearish count, which meant that if she takes daily low, then she'll go lower to 64k golden pocket. So for me, the idea was, in order to keep the bullish count and not invalidate it, she would have to hold this fib algo here. This was her first support zone. And as we can see, New York opened, retested a fib algo again. This was our short entry here. Stop at the high. Same idea. It's London high. It's our invalidation during New York. And take profit was here. Again, a trade that played super fast. I was more inclined to the bullish count, to be honest. And this is why I closed here. But as we can see, she goes lower. She doesn't hold that line. Again, price is overlapping from here and she goes all the way down, but again, she front runs our main area of interest for long, which is this golden pocket. Let me show you. It's from the main low we have from the 5th of February to this high, which is the last high. This one still looks like a correction, so using a fib extension, I wanted a golden pocket in order to take the price higher, even to an 1-to-1, or to this internal fib retracement from here to this low, which is a 382 around here. Let's hide this channel because we don't need it now. So this was the idea. I wanted the main long to be from this area, from this golden pocket, in order to bring the price up to this zone. But as it stands now, she front run it. We'll make another count and see what we have to play with this week. These were my trades from last week. Let me know what you think in the comments. So now let's have a look at today's price action and see what's the plan for the new week. We are going back to our Coinbase chart on a 4-hour time frame and let's see what we have. What we need to update. This fib retracement from high to low, it's still in place. We still have the first area of resistance here, and as I showed you before, depending on where the price will reverse from, we'll use a fib extension like this, and we get another confluence here with a 786 here. But this one, in order to be valid, she needs to hold this low, and in order to hold this low, her last line in the sand for bulls will be the 886. If she doesn't hold the 886, then we'll have a swing failure pattern of this low, which will look really nice because we have this area of interest down below at 64-67k. Again, as I said many times, this is a pretty big zone, so don't FOMO in. It's a zone for swing trades, so wait for a clear market structure break on a higher time frame or some kind of confirmation before going in, because she could just range here before she moves up, and you don't want to have 3-4 losses before you catch the move up. Lower than this for support, we have the entire fib algo here from bear market lows to all-time high. But as it stands now, I don't have any confluences around this level. So let's wait and see how price develops down here, and I'll update when this happens. For resistance, as I said, we have 382.74k as the first zone. The next one is still golden pocket, and let's see if the volume changed. Come on. Don't want to load? Loading, okay. We have value area low here, and we also have this volume profile for the bigger range. It's also here. What's interesting here is that we have the point of control of the entire range from May last year. It's still in this fib algo here. So we have also an interesting zone around early open and 707 with this point of controls here. Higher than this, we have the macro, golden pocket, and fib algo, same story as below. It's a very wide area, and I will wait until price develops a little bit more so we can see some waves or using a fib extension to find extra confluences in this zone. And as usual, all-time high swing failure pattern, but it's a long way to all-time high, so I don't think we'll see that next week. This is all for today in terms of updates. I wish I could tell you more, but as you can see, we have the same levels on chart. I wish you a great week ahead, and don't forget, I'll see you on Friday with the first educational video. Just a little small hint, it's about technical analysis and confluence trading, what does it mean and how you can use it to your advantage. Until then, take care and have a great week trading. Bye bye!